can be so effective.
But we
I,
are loaded into our second map, guys. It's going to be Terraform LE, and I want to jump right ahead and introduce our players. Spawning in the top left-hand corner, playing for Team Carnage Esports, it is our Blue Zerg Namshar.
and down the bottom right-hand corner then, his opponent coming up 1-0 with his trademark Protoss aggression. From Cascade 1X Bet, it is the Purple Protoss Strange.
So Cascade, they're I want to say they're definitely like a CIS team. Are they Ukrainian?
I'm not sure. I probably should know, being the European in a transatlantic duo, but I'm not sure.
Like,
I've seen quite a bit of them from kind of Russian and
Yeah, they're Ukrainian.
states. Yeah, they're Ukrainian.
okay, they're Ukrainian. Okay, cool.
I remembered from my head.
I was like pretty confident. Like I know they were in a country that was part of the Soviet Union, and I don't think they're Russian. And like Ukraine is the first country that really jumps into my head there. But they always do very well in team leagues. They've got a lot of those guys that are like very high on the GM ladder, and they're maybe not quite good enough to get past WCS Challenger. But they're a really like kind of solid tier 2, tier 3 team.
Yeah, certainly an upcoming team to kind of watch out for, and see if they make any big pickups. Certainly, there's quite a few fairly strong Koreans out on the market now, with Axiom disbanding and it being that kind of weird StarCraft off season where you see a lot of trading and team movement. But either way, so far, nothing hyper aggressive out of either player. Strange even looks like he's going to be taking Nexus. Oh no,
Yeah.
no, he moves it. I
Strange,
swear I was going down to the natural.
Strange has really liked those kind of Hitman builds where you get the second Nexus pretty quick, and then you just go right up to 8 gates. You don't bother getting Blink. You just try to micro the crap out of your Stalkers with a few Zealots, like kind of walling them up. And he showed some really strong play with that against Jon Snow.
Yeah, I mean, that can be a lot of the cheesiest players sometimes get away with this sort of almost macro cheese, if you like, where they do something that's eminently punishable by a mildly aggressive opener, but their opponent is playing so safe because of their aggressive reputation. They can't really punish like a 3 hats full pool or a 14 Nexus, 14 gate or anything like that. And Life does it a lot as well. Life will very, very frequently go 3 hats before pool and then do some kind of part-way drone his third and do some kind of crazy 2-2 Ling Bane all in or something like that.
We do see a Robo being thrown down at the back of the base here from Strange.
Oh, no, I don't. Never mind.
Sorry, what?
Never mind. I thought I knew what it was, but it wasn't. It was nothing. Yeah, no. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is going to be, I guess we'll have to see if it's like a safety Robo or what he's going to go into from there. At the same time, Namshar is starting to take his gases, or his first gas just in the natural.
Sentry drop. I think it's a sentry drop.
Yeah, you do? Okay. Nope.
I mean, that just gives him time to get like an Immortal and 2 sentries. Who knows?
Yeah, generally when I see the sentry drop, it's you do the 4 gates off of 2 bases, and then you do that from there, you know? But this could be a more aggressive, it could be a strange version of it.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I just saw like an extra sentry coming around, and I guess they're just for scouting denial. And the 2 gateways coming down now is a little late for that, but we'll see. It still gets some time to get like 2 Immortals and a Warp Prism, but Sentry's going to have to go on foot, I guess.
Yeah, this is going to be maybe a Soul Train, but like a 1 base one.
Base one? Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, Namshar got away with a 3 hats full pool, so he's climbing up towards like a halfway decent drone count, and he's going to have a lot of kind of time to buy, a lot of ways to buy time by just letting Strange kind of sack his natural, letting Strange sack his third. He's going to have a lot of damage that Strange will have to do before Namshar is actually like in any kind of really, really bad position.
Yeah, this is going to be so committed though. By Strange, like still sitting on 1 base and starting to move out is Strange, warping in more sentries, so it looks like it's going to be a A one base Immortal Sentry all in.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Namshar's probably a little gas limited right now, but 6 roaches on the way. I don't think going to be enough against quite a lot of force field energy on these sentries. 2 immortals and obviously a war prism to micro them.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard without the Zergling speed. He can't get out and try to bait out force fields nearly as well as if he did have that. These are going to evaporate instantly under the tickle beams of the sentries. And getting ready to step onto creep is our purple Zerg player.
Yeah, the purple Protoss just getting ready there, but Namshar has 3 queens he's pulled off the line. Get decent bit of transfuse energy on a couple of them. 2 transfuses on one and 1 on the other, but both the queens get picked off actually. Both trying down the lower energy one first though. Another queen comes in to join the fight, and the roaches are doing everything they can from behind those force fields, but it's going to be so difficult to actually close with those immortals as the force fields expire though. This is Namshar's chance, but 2 more go down and force Namshar away.
Right, and Strange now kind of in an awkward position. Namshar having a lot of troops wanting to have a big full frontal engagement, whereas Strange wants him to bleed off units. More forces go down, pinning some of these roaches. Zerglings trying to get the wraparound, but are pushed away by the sentries. Roaches falling quickly to the firepower of these immortals, and Strange able to preserve most of his army so far.
Yeah, losing really just Zealots. Not many of those power units. The sentries still alive, but a couple of them are going to fall very, very quickly there. Because of only a few links from Namshar, and with speed now finished, he can be much bolder about taking these engagements. Actually, getting straight on top of those immortals. One of them does go down, but has Namshar lost too many roaches doing it? He's got 12 more links on the way to bolster his army.
He just needs to buy time right now. His production is so much better than Strange's, as these Zerglings come streaming in, unfortunately get siphoned off by the force fields. Namshar closing in on this army, thinking maybe he can take a fight, but choosing to back off instead and recollect his forces as more and more units pop out for him.
Yeah, but as you say, Namshar just wants to buy time. Strange is on a clock here. With Namshar on 3 bases, no economy damage was really dealt during any of those pushes in from Strange, and Namshar's army is just going to get more and more and more powerful as he's left alone.
Yeah, and he's starting to get to that big kind of ball of stuff he needs to get. He's feeling comfortable maybe taking this fight off creep, darting in with the Zerglings, but choosing to back away. Does not want to get caught out by those force fields.
No, he definitely doesn't want to overcommit at this stage, having gone a good way towards holding it off. Might even want to consider splitting off a few links and trying to see if he can get anything done with a counterattack. Strange has actually just unfull-walled his base and having to put that pylon to full-wall it back down now. Namshar's going to run around the map, check for any hidden bases. He wants to make sure his opponent's only on that one base. He does have an Overlord looking over the natural to make sure he knows exactly what's going on. And yeah, now it's just time for Namshar to feel a little bit more comfortable about it. Either build a bunch more lings and try and get the aggression onto Strange now, or just drone up and kind of run away with the game. But looks like Strange is trying to move in again.
Strange choosing the southern approach, but Namshar is already spread out at the top of the ramp, ready to greet him as he starts to step up this ramp. Guardian Shield pops, the first force to come down, catching this queen up against the gas geysers. Roaches coming out on a great flank. This Immortal is so exposed. The Zerglings get the wraparound on it. Roaches firing down all of these Zealots, just DPSing down everything, and Strange not able to get anything done in this first engagement.
Yeah, but Namshar hasn't really done any damage to Strange's army either. That Immortal starter position got saved by the War Prism, and these force fields are brilliant, but their number is starting to dwindle. Not very many energy on any of these sentries, and Strange isn't going to really be able to afford to push up this ramp and have this whole hemisphere of force fields again. This is really going to be his last full push in towards the third. He is committing to it. Sentries going down left, right, and center. Namshar breaks through the force fields. Time Warp goes down to try and delay these roaches from getting on top of the Immortals, but they are going to. Very, very low health from that one Immortal. Namshar looks like he's going to retreat for now, try and wait for those Ling reinforcements to come in, but critical damage results to Strange's army there. So many sentries lost. Yeah,
Strange really, really struggling here, but it looks like he's just going to keep going all in on this. He doesn't really have another choice. In his main base, the minerals are so skinny, starting to mine out. He is... This is it, guys. He's either going to make it happen right here, right now, or he's going to have to tap out, I think.
Yeah, he definitely is. And it looks like he's just not sure what angle is best to engage into. Trying to come around and maybe attack through creep again. Just keep Namshar guessing. But again, every minute that Namshar is left alone, his army just gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And he gets some breathing room to send those Lings out, scouting the critical locations, attack paths, and any potential hidden base locations.
Strange put 4 sentries in his warp prism. I think he's gonna do something dirty. I think he's gonna poke into the natural. Poke into the natural. Not even. He's just going to go straight into this main. Let's take a look and see if Namshar has anything in position to greet these sentries. No, there are absolutely no units in the main. These sentries can force field the ramp. 4 sentries is enough to force field the ramp indefinitely, guys. These zealots are going to go in with these sentries, poking up against the queen. Namshar is so vulnerable, so exposed. His one weakness, the chink in the armor, it appears that Strange has found out these zealots getting into the mineral line, getting on top of these drones. Good mineral walk micro, but the queen's so red. So many units for Strange. This is such a nice move to try to pull himself back into this game as Namshar moves across the map into a counterattack position.
Yeah, the thing is, this is still fine for Namshar. Namshar's going to lose his main, but Strange shouldn't be able to get that much more damage done. I mean, sure, he can hold himself up atop the top of this ramp, but Namshar still has 2 more bases. Strange only has 1, and Namshar's broken the ramp. There's, what, like 1 Immortal and a handful of the rest of the units here in this open location. If Namshar just moves the rest of his roaches up this ramp, he'll be able to take a fight. But as it is, looks like he's paying too much attention at home, and half his roaches are actually going to die here. The rest of them are just attacking buildings. And actually, this could be the turnaround moment here for Strange.
Yeah, suddenly Strange up in supply. Those 3 Immortals were so critical in dealing the damage to those roaches with the bonus damage they get against armored, just wrecking that roach army of Namshar. The force fields at the ramp are on point. The main of Namshar falls. Strange up by 10 supply on this weird 1 base all in. GG is called by Namshar, and Strange takes his 2nd map with a very strange all in.
Very strange in more ways than one. Strange as in unusual, and strange as in his signature playstyle. But I would be feeling so bad if I was Namshar. He was in a great position, even when Strange dropped those sentries into his main base. Namshar was already in pretty much the best response you can beat that, unless without having seen it come in and already having units in the main. Best response is generally just to go for a base trade if you think you can win it, especially when you're on 3 base against 1. But Namshar just really, honestly misplayed it so horrendously, having half his army on the ramp, the other half closing in on the Nexus, and just when the mass recall came down, couple force fields push it away, and those Immortals just stomp face through those roaches. And if Namshar had taken 1 big fight with it, just marched his roaches all up that ramp at the same time, surrounded the units as they mass recalled, he would have been A-okay, stomp that army, kill an Immortal before it even actually gets to fire back, kill another one before it gets more than 2 shots off, and then you're pretty much golden. But
yeah, he barely.
Namshar he was paying attention back across the map at home, and it's tough not to.
He barely even needed to micro there. Like, he could have like move command and then shift A click towards the units, and I think he still could have won that fight. But because of kind of how it went down and they were just attacking that gateway, man, so much DPS wasted on things that were not significant.